On a scale of 1 to 10, how gross do I look? Why are you laughing at that?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pillowtalk episode number 2. Over here we have Evan Pischel.
What's up?
Who is on Twitter at Evan Pischel.
Thank you.
And over here we have Kyle Marvin, who is on Twitter at Kyle_Marvin.
That's right.
So go check these guys out. I'm at Keemstar TV. I'm not going to keep that joke up. That's probably not a good idea. This is episode 2 of Pillow Talk. Evan, why don't you hand me over the bootleg Bumpin' Mario there?
This thing?
Yes.
Nope.
This thing?
All right, now the other bootleg
This
Bumpin'
thing?
Mario.
Oh, Mario.
Where's the batteries for this?
I don't know.
Give me the whole thing.
I thought that would give you the whole thing.
Stop taking it apart. Okay.
Me too.
Somebody said they wanted us to mess with this on this episode.
I like that thing, dude. It's cool.
All right, are you guys ready for
Let's do it.
a nightmare?
Whoa, here we go.
Okay, there we go. I like this song, dude.
Yeah, for it.
All right, and off the cliff.
Ah! It killed itself by pulling its batteries out.
Right?
I think all the batteries are lying on the floor.
Mario is like out of the cart.
Bootleg Mario.
Oh my god.
Don't call him Mario. Why are you laughing so hard? Was it really that funny?
It just falls off the
Stop coughing, everybody.
Oh, man.
I'm trying to collect myself.
You're like crying, dude. It wasn't that funny.
It's okay, man.
It lived for like 5 seconds and then just died. Rolled all the way over there, and Kyle was like, oh my god.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Okay, I need to collect myself. All right. This is episode 2 of Pillow Talk. I breathe away from the mic to breathe in like Tezande. That's what you're doing.
I tried to cough.
This is the worst start to an episode. This is the worst start to an episode ever, and it's episode 2. Oh gosh. This is fantastic.
Oh, my gosh.
All right, so let's get right into the topics. I saw everyone's tweets and stuff. We asked everyone what they wanted us to talk about. All that jazz. Apple had a big event this week. It felt like a little slice of E3 because Shigeru Miyamoto made his way onto the stage. In fact, I watched it. It took me about I was about a day late watching it, but I did eventually watch the entire thing. And they brought Miyamoto out like first thing. Yeah. It was like the first thing for the whole presentation.
I was like blown away.
Was that after the education part? Like
Yeah, they did education first, I think, and then they talked about the apps.
Miyamoto.
And while they were talking about apps, they were like, "Hey, let's get the father of all video games to come out."
Yeah, they were just kind of bragging themselves up like they usually do to get everyone hyped up. 15,099,000 downloads or whatever. The numbers every year get bigger and bigger. I gotta tell you guys, I'm so surprised that they keep going up. Anyway.
I love it.
Yeah.
Anyway, they brought Miyamoto on stage to introduce the very first, not the very first Nintendo app, but the very first Mario app.
The first good Nintendo app, let's put it that way.
Yep.
Let me ask both of you guys, Kyle first, then Evan. Was anybody expecting this?
No, this was unexpected. I watch other rumors months in advance. There's no talks about Nintendo whatsoever.
I mean, like, I think we all knew Nintendo announced they were releasing a ton of apps this year. I don't think anybody, A, I didn't really expect a Mario app to come out so soon, and B, I did not expect Miyamoto to be at the Apple event.
Exactly.
Yeah, I didn't expect that. He spoke English for the whole thing, too.
No, he spoke English for his first
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And like, nobody knew what he was talking about. And then the audience is like, and he's like, please clap. It's so funny.
Anyway, I don't know. I thought it was cool that they brought him out and did all that stuff.
It's super awesome looking. I'm super excited.
There was supposed to be an Animal Crossing app and a Fire Emblem app before the end of this year. Like Nintendo said, these are the apps that are coming out for this year. And I guess those two are being slated for next year.
I want to ask you if you know the answer to this. They said 5 apps this year, and they've released Miyamoto, now Mario, and you just listed Animal Crossing and Fire Emblem. What was the 5th app supposed to be?
That's a good question. I may have spaced one off. They were supposed to come out with more apps this year, but I guess they're pushing them till next year. So
I don't understand why the Mario game is so big that it cancels all other apps.
It's not really like. It's really. How do I say this? It's the concept. It's the idea. It's the excitement that Mario is now officially on the phone. It's not the fact that it's like a really like blown. It's not a game that's meant to like blow you out of the water. It's not a very complicated game. It's the big deal is all about that Mario is on iPhone now, or that Mario is on a smartphone, because eventually it's going to come to Android, right?
Yeah, I read that next year Android release. So
yeah, Tim Cook said right at the end of that presentation that Nintendo chose to be on Apple first. Like that was very emphasized, as if like
they paid big money for that.
Well, did they? I mean, they probably did.
Probably.
But,
wait, I want to talk about 2 more things about the Mario app specifically before we move on.
Sure, go for it.
Number one, I'm gonna go like what I think is the smallest piece, and then what I think is like more important. Number one, I was reading an article because IGN got to play it. They said that you automatically hurdle over small enemies.
Oh yeah, and I kind of saw that when they were showing it off too.
Yeah, I feel like that makes the game easier though. If like like, oh, it's just a Goomba, I don't even have to.
I guess
tap
I didn't
the
really
screen.
know that. I assumed that when he was hurdling over enemies, that he was actually like doing something.
I thought so too, but IGN, the guy who played it on IGN, said small obstacles and small enemies you automatically hurdle over.
That's weird.
Yeah, I was like, that's kind of weird that they like give you this part of the game. They just like hand you over like, hey,
It's supposed to be a very simple game. They want it to be mass appeal. They want kids to be able to play it. They basically just want the number of downloads on this thing to be incredibly high.
Yeah.
They're making the right move for their very first app to make big headline news, big download numbers. I think they're putting out the right kind of app. And then later on, I'm kind of hoping they do something more complicated with the Animal Crossing app. Something kind of tells me they won't, because Amiibo Festival was a very simplified Animal Crossing game. I just hope that they're not going to like water down, and I just hope they don't water down Animal Crossing, that property, to be like specifically for very young children now.
Don't you think Animal Crossing would be a good like city builder type game? Isn't it already a city builder type game?
Honestly, I think it's weird because I really feel like Happy Home Designer could have been a Grand Slam mobile app.
Maybe that's their plan. Maybe they're just working on doing a port.
If they did a port, that
What's
would be
Happy Home Designer?
That would be a home run. It's not Happy Home Designer is not a full Animal Crossing game. It's more or less kind of just one aspect of it. The game is focused on decorating your house and decorating other people's houses. It's basically just the decorating your house part of Animal Crossing, which is only one of very many things that you can do in an Animal Crossing game. But Happy Home Designer is just that one aspect, which would do great, I think, on phones if they were to release something like that. Because
that sounds like a good phone game.
I don't think they're going to do anything grand scale, nothing too complicated for phones. Like, I don't think you're going to see a full-fledged Pokemon game. I don't think you're going to see a full-fledged, maybe a full-fledged platformer at some point, but I don't think they're going to do, like, console scale games on phone. I think they're going to keep them. You're
probably right. Yeah.
They're going to keep them very simple, and short-term, kind of just quick distraction type games. Nothing entirely to keep your focus on for a long amount of time or anything like that. But yeah, so Super Mario Run, that's a big deal. It was really cool how much applause Miyamoto got when he walked on stage. That was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, that was nice.
That was big. Let's see. What should
stickers? Mario stickers?
Oh yeah, the whole sticker things I think is weird.
Yeah.
That part was kind of awkward because it kind of seemed like they were done with their announcement and they were just like standing there.
Yeah, Mario stickers.
And Mario stickers. And everyone else was kind of like, yeah.
They announced the Mario stickers before they announced what the stickers were. I don't know if you caught that.
Yeah. Did they ever really talk about? Well, they did. They briefly mentioned stickers, but they didn't really put a bunch.
They just like showed them real quick, and people were like, "What's a Mario sticker?
What's a Mario sticker?"
And they were like, "Oh, those are stickers."
Isn't the first sticker like third-party app with the new iOS 10?
It's kind of cool. It's basically you just like drag and paste emoticons and then anywhere you want.
The other person sees
IM
it, right?
feed. Yeah, and the other people's.
Well, what about like the backgrounds where they showed like the background was fireworks going off because you
that's just
you
iOS
like typed
10.
celebrate or something?
Yeah, That's pretty cool.
So if you have an iPhone and you have a bunch of friends who have Android, you can send them fireworks that they'll never see any. So cool. Or you can send them inappropriate things and they won't see that either.
What inappropriate stickers are they going to have?
I don't know, like a poop emoji or something.
Like a big old poop that you just slap
It'll
on the middle of your
just be a
conversation.
square.
It'd be creative if Android could interpret when somebody sends an Apple sticker and then Android turns it into something like dumb.
I wonder if there's an app
Intentionally.
on Android that you can message people with your iPhones and see the emoticons.
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
Should we talk about the Pokemon Go, or should we talk about what else? Let's talk about
we can
the
hit on Pokemon Go.
Yeah, let's talk about
Yeah.
the Pokemon Go, and then we'll actually talk about the phone, watch, all that hardware.
Pokemon Go affects us.
Yeah, Pokemon Go is big.
Yep.
First thing I want to comment on is I think, how do you say his last name? Henke?
The dude, the Niantic CEO.
John
I don't know. I
Henke?
call him Niantic dude.
Anyway, he came out there, dude. He looked so whipped. Like
That's what I said.
I thought he looked. I don't
so-
know. I didn't feel
That's
that
what I
way.
said.
he looked so
He kept like
incredibly.
doing this.
Yeah, he looked so incredibly
"You okay?"
unenthusiastic.
Yeah.
Either he just his heart is not in what he was saying, or the man needs a nap. I don't know which
That's
it
what
is.
Kyle's. I'm like,
Yeah.
I didn't notice it.
No, I noticed it
Yeah.
too. He was like, I got the vibes from him that he was like, I don't want to be on this stage right now. He may have been genuinely excited about the things that he's doing with Apple and the Apple Watch right now, but the presence he had on stage was like, something's going on here.
I agree.
He did kind of make that small, like, quick statement. There's like, we at Niantic have been very busy this summer, and then the crowd kind of like chuckled, like, yeah, you have. Fix your game.
Yeah.
The numbers he kept tossing out were pretty impressive, though. He's just like, Pokemon Go 10 billion downloads. Ridiculous numbers. I mean, it's kind of funny how big Pokemon Go is.
Yep.
That it's on an Apple event stage, and I still kind of felt like half the people in the audience didn't really know what was going on.
Exactly.
Nor did they really care.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, this Pokemon thing. There was a lot of people, honestly, real talk, there's a lot of people laughing during that
Yeah.
presentation. Like this part of the keynote was supposed to be like comedic. Like people
That's
are laughing
true.
like, oh yeah, if you find a Snorlax, that's funny. Like who's really gonna do that? Like there was like this kind of
Yeah.
like presence in the room that they're kind of being laughed at.
It's kind of awkward.
Yeah, it was a little bit awkward. But then at home, us millions of Pokemon fans are watching the keynote, and we think it's cool. We think it's exciting. We're very interested in what they're saying. But I feel like a majority of the population still didn't really quite understand what that part of the presentation was about. So anyway, to get to the actual topic, they announced Pokemon Go on the Apple Watch.
They
That's
announced like a form of Pokemon Go on the Apple Watch.
It's like almost everything. What does it can't do?
It can't. I don't think you can catch Pokemon. They didn't seem like you could.
No, it seemed more geared towards
Like
Fitness.
walking.
Yeah, the
Exercise,
side.
fitness. Yeah.
Like actually, what's cool because I remember when the app came out, you said you wish it counted your steps. Now it does.
Yeah, but it counts your steps only if you have the app open and
That's
running
true.
on your phone.
And starting, you'd have to start it. But
Yeah,
that's still not a big
It
deal. as
essentially
long as-
works like workout apps on the iWatch, on the Apple Watch work right now.
Yeah, you just start it.
It's
you
just
catch
like-
some Pokemon.
Yeah.
You're done.
But like you can't. That's the one thing I don't understand. You can catch Pokestops. It tells you how many items you collected. You can hatch eggs. Why couldn't they put a Pokemon catching feature in on it? Like, how hard would that be?
That would seem really easy. You just
Real talk, I have
swipe.
something to say about that.
Real talk. He has something to say about that.
The reason they are making it so you can't catch Pokemon with the Apple Watch is because they want you to buy the Plus band. Because that's what that mainly does.
Okay,
if you
but
if you can catch Pokemon on the Apple Watch, there is absolutely zero reason to buy the Plus band.
Okay,
so I
so-
kind of feel like they made that intentional because they want you to buy the Plus band.
okay, so why not charge for the Apple Watch app?
Yeah.
Why not charge you for it? Then I don't have to wear two wearables.
Because I'm pretty sure there's an entirely different company and a whole marketing force that's different behind the Plus.
Nah.
And there's contracts that have probably been signed that there's
But-
got to be sales for this.
But
thing.
if they sold it app side for my watch, that would mean more revenue for Niantic.
yeah,
That's
but
true.
I mean, like, there's probably already been signed deals with the people who are making this Plus. There are pre-orders to fill. I mean, this is a product that already exists. It's not out yet. They can't just make it obsolete before it's even out.
Yeah, I don't know. I just wish that I would pay a little. If I had to pay for it and not buy the I'm not gonna buy the Pokemon Plus anyways, but
I could see them making it so you could catch Pokemon on the Apple Watch later.
so I gotta like be like, oh, there's a Pokemon nearby. Pokemon Go Plus.
Well, that's what they said. They said you do these things on your watch, and then even John right there in the presentation held up the Plus, and then you can catch them with the Plus. So it was more or less like we're not putting this feature in so that it creates the selling point for this device right here. Like,
Real quick, they finally announced the release date of the Plus.
Yes, and it was like
The 16th of
10 days
September.
in advance. Thank you guys for all that major notice.
That's
But
fast.
wait, aren't all the pre-orders sold out anyway?
It was supposed to be. It was supposed to be out at the very beginning of the app, wasn't it? I mean, it's supposed to be.
What I heard was it was supposed to be out. What I heard was they said the Pokemon Go Plus is going to come out after the app is released, and then they release the app like 2 days later.
Yeah, I think there were some delays in that.
Are you gonna buy the Pokemon Go Plus?
Did they say? Am I gonna buy it? No, I think it's dumb.
No.
Is the Pokemon Go app enough for you to get back in the game?
What do you mean the Pokemon app?
Maybe not.
You mean the
like-
Apple Watch? Oh, because you
Yeah,
guys have
Apple
Apple
Watch.
Watches,
Right, we have Apple Watches.
You're not wearing yours right now.
Okay, to be honest, the whole UI of the Apple Watch app kind of looked dumb. I don't know.
I think it'll be
it's just a
better.
workout
I
app.
think it'll be better or
guess.
worse. I guess
That's true.
It looked like everything they showed on the screen was very like underdeveloped beta.
Yeah. Even the guy was like having trouble, and I'm just.
I
like,
thought it looked like a video. I didn't think it looked like he was doing it on the
Considering
watch.
how much
Yeah,
Niantic has changed the UI in the game, it's probably going to look way different when it actually comes out.
So I don't think it's going to get me back into the game. I might try it. I'll definitely try it,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Probably not.
Maybe it'll just be better for when they fix the game and it's worth playing again.
Yeah,
to
exactly.
have the app anyways,
Yeah.
because it'll be better than everybody else walking around like this all day.
They can just.
You'll just be able to walk and be like, not worth it. Not worth it.
It is
Yeah.
the Apple Watch functions is doing one thing that I've been dying for, and that is push notifications. If a rare Pokemon is nearby, it sends you a push notification.
But that will only work if you've already turned the app
Yeah.
on.
Did they say that?
Because the whole point of the app, I'm straight up saying
push notifications are meant for notifications when the app is closed, though.
no, because the whole point is you have the app open because you're exercising, because I think it's an exercising app, and then it'll be like when you come into distance when you come close enough to something, that's when it's like, hey, look at this, hey, look at this.
Yeah, and Pokestops too.
It's Pokestops. It's not like I'll be like driving to work and my watch will go bing bing.
No.
Because I won't have the notifications on.
Well, what stops somebody from turning on 8 o'clock in the morning,
Nothing.
shutting them off 12 o'clock at night?
Probably nothing. I mean, I might do that, maybe. I don't know, just to hatch eggs
then-
throughout the day.
You know,
If it works like you say it works, that's kind of disappointing.
That's what I got from the keynote.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. That's what they showed. Because you had to swipe to go over to start it.
I wonder.
And
Yeah, I
then to
remember
stop
he
it.
started it. I like the fact there's a complication because I
That's nice.
hate having apps on my watch that don't have complications.
Yeah.
Also, I hate the complication system anyways right now because I don't think there's enough of them. So having another one that I'm going to use is good for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the fitness side of things were cool. I wonder if a lot of it comes down to they can't have the app running closed or in the background and giving you all these notifications because I think it just kills their servers.
It might also just be
I mean, that's just
a battery GPS thing. Like people don't
Maybe.
want the GPS
too,
on all the time.
That too. I think you're not going to get these notifications, and maybe it's just a limitation just due to batteries not there and server power is not there. I don't know. Because that was my theory at the very beginning when they killed the whole nearby system, was that was their fix for all the server strain they were suffering.
Yeah, they kind of said that too, though, because they were like, we can't have third-party websites because of the server
Yeah, and then they
strain.
went on that whole like third-party raid and shutting everything down. Like I think their server strain for Pokemon Go is insane, and I just think that's actually restricting some of the features they're able to being able to put out forward for the game, like push notifications and things. Because there's not enough server power for everyone to be sending everyone to be scanning constantly over everyone who has the app closed just to get a notification.
Is Niantic a Google company? Are they partnered with Google?
Partly owned by Google. I think they're. I can't remember how much.
I was gonna say if they're backed by Google, why can't their servers support it?
It is, yeah. It is a weird,
Yeah.
a weird question. But anyway, anything else we want to talk about on the Pokemon Go Apple Watch nonsense?
No.
I mean, it looked cool, it looked promising. It's probably. I feel like it's gonna be a while before we see it.
They said end of this year, right?
They
said end of this year.
Yeah, they said like before holiday, I think.
I don't remember. I just remember they said
Yeah.
everything that was announced was before the end of the year.
Yep.
So
Everyone's right now just waiting for that stupid buddy update right now for the game.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone. It sounded like they were coming out with it like very soon, and then now it's just kind of like the update's just like not coming out.
It's probably going to be released at the same time as the Apple Watch app.
Probably.
That would make sense because the point of the buddy system is to walk around with your Pokemon out, and the point of the app is to walk around.
I don't know.
Well, yeah.
I don't know. I think it's cool. I might actually. I don't own an Apple Watch. If it's a really, these guys already have Apple Watches. If I think it looks cool and it looks like it's gonna be a neat thing to have, I'll get one.
You can get Series too.
I might just turn mine on like Kyle said, turn it on at the beginning of the day, and then just
leave it
on all day.
I mean, like I don't wear watches right now, and I'm gonna be honest. Like there probably isn't a whole lot of like crazy apps that draws me to the Apple Watch. But if there's like a lot of Pokemon Go stuff on the Apple Watch, and I don't have to open my phone, that's neat. I'll get one. I think that's cool.
I mean, if all else fails, it's about the eggs. You can walk around
and hatch your eggs.
Yeah, and
that's a pretty big deal.
They made it look like with the new built-in GPS in the Apple Watch that the walking eggs may become more accurate now.
But did they talk about that the built-in GPS of the Apple Watch will work with Pokemon Go?
No.
From what I've read on, I think I read it maybe on like r/Pokemon Dev or something like that. How Pokemon tracks your distance is really bizarre, because it doesn't calculate like normally when you walk a bike path and you see like an after draft from your phone or whatever fitness app, the path that you walk. Usually, if you are like walk on a squiggly path, you see the squiggly line that you walked. People have been using the Pokemon Go app, and everything is straight ticks.
So
because the GPS is only checking in on you every so often, and it just gets the points from every so many seconds. It's not tracking you really all that accurately.
It's just every once in a while.
So like, I don't know how that's going to work with the Apple Watch, or if they're trying to get that improved by the time that Apple Watch functionality comes out.
Well, it sounds like the Apple Watch is actually just going to count your steps and say it's this many steps for a kilometer, so this many steps to hatch an egg, which I think is way better.
Yeah,
probably,
I don't know.
yeah.
I just wanted to track your steps
Well,
better.
like you saw that guy. He was doing this. Okay,
That's why I think it was a video.
Do you know what's funny? Yeah, it is. He was doing this.
Oh,
and then the Apple Watch was right there in front of him. It wasn't.
Well,
it wasn't on his wrist.
Just for demo sake.
I was like,
it was clearly a video.
It was.
I was thinking about that whole thing during that, and I thought it would be cool. Like, why don't they just honestly for stuff like that?
Yeah.
Why don't they just prepare a video and to just show the video? And
what they did?
And in the video,
just a video.
In the video, show off the new Pokemon Go features. And
Yeah.
actually have a guy like walking in the video,
No, like-
rather than have
yeah.
like this total fake slideshow and a guy going.
I'll tell you why.
Look, a Snorlax.
I'll tell you why, because it's not Antic and it's not actually working yet.
That was why half the people were laughing in the audience, because this is ridiculous.
It's not working. They were like, we don't have a working prototype yet. And he was like, screw it, just make a slideshow.
I mean, that presentation kind of did make like Pokemon Go
Yeah.
look kind of silly. I guess I kind of understand why some people were laughing, because this whole like, I just found a Snorlax.
Look, a Snorlax.
Look, my Pikachu hatched. And people in the audience thinking like, you have to like do this when you play Pokemon Go?
I feel like no one got excited. He's like, what's in my egg? Oh, it's a Pikachu. And everybody in the audience was just like, next. iPhone 7, please.
iPhone 7.
Yeah. let's and I think that's a good segue. Let's talk about iPhone 7. Do you want to talk about just segue into that now?
Yeah. So
Take it away.
iPhone 7 clearly has no headphone jack.
Ooh, we're gonna jump right on that topic.
Which
Ouch.
was rumored for so long and didn't make anybody mad.
No.
It made me mad still. I don't know what
To
you're
be
talking
honest, I knew this was gonna happen. If you look at other phones, other Android phones, it's gonna happen, and Apple's gonna do it. They don't care, and
They're so brave.
They're
so brave.
their whole thing is to make you buy their stuff. Now I'm a fanboy, and I like Apple, and when time comes, I'll probably get the 7 or 7S or whatever. And And I'll probably get the earbuds or whatever they're called. AirBuds.
AirPods.
You're gonna spend $160 on freaking AirPods that you're gonna lose in your couch?
Maybe.
No, you put them back in the charge case.
Actually, you know what? Your dog's probably gonna eat it.
That's true. That is true.
I was at your house, and what was that thing your dog was eating that one time? I can't remember.
Everything.
I can't. It was like a remote or something. I don't remember what it was.
It was everything.
Probably.
It was eating everything.
Yeah, I don't know.
So you're saying it's not a big enough deal for you to not buy the iPhone?
No,
still
I
get
mean, yeah, I think a lot of people are freaking out about it. It's gonna happen.
You'll get used to it.
People freaked out about stuff in the past. They always freak out about stuff Apple changes.
Did people freak out when they moved this button from the top to the side?
Yeah, I remember that. And didn't people freak out when it was bigger, right? Or
Well,
was
'cause
that
they-
more of like a happy?
I think people were happy about that because everybody was making everything smaller, and people were like, "But Android phones are so big
No,
now."
I think when iPhone went bigger screens, I think they got a lot of praise for that because Android was already making a ton
That's
of
true.
screens. And in fact, there was a lot of people on the market. They wanted big screen phones, and because Apple wasn't making any, the people were buying Android because they were already making big phones.
I mean, I was super excited to get a big screen
Okay.
phone.
I mean, to be honest, it's not a big deal for me. What's cool? 7 Plus, 2 cameras. Bokeh
Yeah.
effect looks amazing.
It looks cool.
That is cool. I thought that was neat.
What else? Jet black looks cool. Too bad that it's gonna scratch like crazy.
Too bad they're telling you to put it in. Which is funny because when I first bought my first iPod Touch, I remember they came out with a statement that said, "Our crap is so good. Don't put a screen protector on it. Don't put it
Yeah.
in a case. You're ruining the look of it." Blah blah blah. And now with the jet black, they're like, "You're gonna want to put that in a case."
So like, that's just a jet black, right?
It's just a jet black because they said the high glossy finish is so like fine and shiny that any small scratch on it is just going to be magnified.
I think that sucks because it looks cool without a case.
it looks so sick.
And
Just
it's just like-
just don't get the jet black one. Just get the
I'm not. I'm just gonna get
No.
the like. What do they call it? It's not space gray anymore. It's like,
I think it's just black.
oh yeah, it's just black.
He's like,
now.
it's just black.
We're gonna call
And
this
we're
phone-
like, what?
a multi-billion-dollar company making their huge, massive presentation black.
Especially when they're known for their off the wall colors. Space gray. It's not just gray. It's space gray.
Rose gold,
black.
black.
Rose gold. That just looked like pink.
Pink.
Like what?
Wow.
And this phone is the Barbie version.
What was the gold one called? Champagne.
Oh yeah.
Champagne. Like, come on, people. You know.
Okay, so I think I'm still going to get the iPhone 7 because I don't think the headphone jack is a big enough deal for me. But what about you, Chad? Is that a big enough deal for you to not get it?
I'm gonna be real. I'm kind of on the fence. I mean, these are the situations where I really like my headphone jack.
Yeah.
I'm in the car. I don't have Bluetooth in my car. I don't really have any other way to listen to music. I don't even have a cassette player. So if I wanted to do a tape deck, I couldn't even do that. But that requires
that would require the same port.
Yeah, that requires a headphone jack anyway.
Yep.
I have an auxiliary port in my car, so that's how I often listen to anything on my phone. If I, any internet radio, I listen to it in my car with the auxiliary port. And often when I'm on a road trip, I'm using the GPS. I'm listening to internet radio all at the same time. My battery gets drained insanely quick, so I like to have it plugged in, and I like to have it charging too. But if you take away, the only way you can use the auxiliary port is by taking up the lightning port, and you can't charge your phone while you're listening to music. That makes things kind of complicated for me.
You just have to buy the $60 adapter.
You'll just have to buy a new car.
No. I'll buy a new car. Yeah.
There you go.
I think, that's annoying to me. Like, same thing. I want my phone plugged in. I want to listen to my music. But I still don't think it's a big enough deal for me to say, I just hate the iPhone now. But I will say I'm probably not going to go into the 7 right away, even though I could. I'm eligible for the upgrade right now.
Good for you.
I actually think I'm going to wait for the 7S because I think they'll put 2 lightning ports in it.
No.
They're going to do it.
You make some of
No.
the
They're gonna do
That
it.
is
some of
so
the most-
dumb.
People are
No.
going to complain so much about the no charge, no listening that
You make
they're
so-
either going to do 2 lightning ports or wireless charging.
Are you kidding me? Are you
Wireless
being
charging.
serious? Because that's dumb.
You make so many
Yes.
wild
No, no, no.
accusations on the show. This is the same guy in the last episode that said that they're going to come out with the full-fledged Pokemon game on iPhone.
I still believe it.
Oh yeah, and then the Apple Watch bundle with the iPhone.
That was a misunderstanding on your part.
Man.
You got a lot of hopes and dreams, dude. That's
Listen, this is all I'm saying. And we talked about this. if their whole thing is get rid of wires, no more wires, give us wireless freaking charging then.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people
Guess
did
what?
say.
Guess what? 7S.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, the 7S
Yeah.
is either going to fix the problem with the port because people are complaining about it nonstop, or wireless charging. I'll hold out.
Okay, still, you get wireless charging, you get a pad. It has to be a big pad. You're not
No,
gonna,
it doesn't. It could be this big. That's not very big.
Okay, still, you're not going to bring that everywhere. It's still, it's
I
still
would
pretty
have.
big.
I would if I was going on a road trip and I knew I was going to have to charge it and
guess.
listen to music.
My thing is, people are going to complain. You just buy an adapter and move on.
But there are no adapters yet.
There will be. Third parties will make
And
one.
my question is, if it's so easy to make one, why didn't Apple just make an adapter for it and give that to you instead of
They
a?
probably have.
Because they want to sell these freaking AirPod things. That's why. They want you to spend $160 on these.
Okay, I think it's a cool idea. I saw a picture on Reddit. It looks dumb from the front. Did you see that?
Dumb from the front. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
so like this guy, it was like an example. This guy
When
was-
somebody's actually wearing it,
yeah,
you mean?
he's
Yeah.
wearing it and like these two things are sticking out
Yeah,
his
it does
ears.
look weird. Makes it look like
Looks
you're a
pretty
robot
dumb.
or something.
Yeah. But I think it's a cool idea.
If they lower
I
the price of
think-
the AirPods, it'd be worth it. But $160.
Okay,
There's
but,
a lot of people that are saying the AirPods just should have came with the new phone, and I
think
kind of
so.
agree.
I think.
Yeah,
so.
but
If they
that
want
wouldn't
it-
be
No,
Apple.
listen. If Apple wants to actually kill the headphone jack, then just supply every iPhone with these wireless headphones, and nobody's going to complain, and B, you've done exactly what you want to do, and that is make the headphone jack extinct.
I actually think this is where Apple doesn't normally do this, but I think this is where you can see a disconnect from people living in Silicon Valley because they
Yeah.
listen. They all rent their cars. Nobody in California owns their car. They're renting the newest cars, and guess what? They have Bluetooth.
Yep.
They're not thinking about people like us who don't have Bluetooth built into their cars.
But they don't care. Like they said,
Apple targets the high class.
Yeah,
they
I'll give them
were
that.
they were courageous.
They're not.
They're so brave.
Yeah, they are stuck in their own little world, but they're also that's who they target. That's who.
And
they
guess
target.
what? In a couple months from now, nobody's even going to talk about this. They're just going to buy the adapter and move on, or buy
if they
the
can make an
AirPods.
adapter.
I don't think AirPod sales will be terrible. I really do.
I agree. Okay,
I don't
hey.
think anybody's gonna buy those until the price drops. Or I give it 1 month before another company makes the exact same model
Yep.
and a replica of what they're making. And
Well,
they
you
charge,
could buy wireless
and they
headphones
charge
already.
and they charge half the price or less.
Well, okay.
I give it a month.
I think it's a little expensive. Wireless headphones are like a big thing right now. They're also about $200, but they're like a lot better. And what I don't get is it has 5 hours of use and then 24 hours. Like I don't feel like that's enough.
You don't think 24 hours is enough charge time?
No, I don't.
How long do you use headphones for in a day?
I think having to charge headphones is stupid to begin with.
But
Yeah,
I mean,
I agree.
also, the AirPods case has a case you also have to charge.
Yeah, that's the thing. You have to charge a case and then plug it in and charge
So
that.
charge each headphone, charge the case, charge your iPhone.
Yeah, but
Apple
you
Watch,
charge it all at once.
Charge your iPhone.
You charge it all at once. It's not like you have to charge each headphone individually.
Okay, but how long does it take to charge?
At the end of
They
the day,
said, I read a thing, and I don't know how true this is because they're not out yet. I read a thing that said 15 minutes in the case is good for 3 hours.
That's what they said.
that's still pretty
before.
ridiculous, though. Like 3
How
hours.
long do you use headphones for a day?
3 hours is not that long.
Do you use headphones for more than 3 hours in a day?
Okay.
I haven't used
think
headphones in months.
Think about
say
an
you're
8-hour workday.
Well, think about you're someone traveling. You fly.
Yeah.
You fly off. Maybe you say for your benefit it is only a 3-hour flight. Well, now you got to find somewhere to charge your stinking headphones because you're freaking
In the case that have 24-hour battery life. The case has a 24-hour
All right,
battery
let me
life.
just listen to my music while my headphones are in my case and I stare at them.
Exactly. Now you take time. Put
Now
it in
you
there.
pull out your corded headphones because you're obviously not charging your phone
I don't know.
right
I
now.
think bottom line, not being able to charge your phone because you want to use your headphones is stupid.
They
Yeah.
didn't talk about the phone being slimmer, which was the rumored reason
That's
why they took the
exactly.
headphone
because
jack
they
out.
knew. I think they knew if their reason for the getting rid of the headphone jack was to make it thinner. I think a lot of people in the press would have taken that very negatively.
But they didn't even say the phone was thinner when they talked about the dimensions.
No,
So
it's-
is it thinner?
Yes, it is. It is.
does it have to be? I mean, I don't think it really matters anymore.
It is like
we don't need
point-
we don't need Ben Gate 2016.
yeah. It is like 0.25 millimeter. That's what it's saying. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew they're taking a headphone jack, and everyone's be like, "Cause it's gonna be thinner," but it's not. It's like not even that thin.
I think really, I think they took out the headphone jack because Beats.
because they're brave and courageous, and no other company had the courage to take out the headphone jack.
Yeah, I would love to see this go for a meme as long as possible.
Yeah.
Courage.
I love when people like look at their headphone jacks and call them cowards. Cowards.
Yeah, you still have an iPhone 6, coward.
Did you see the thing that said, here's how to upgrade your iPhone 6 to a 7, and it was a plug that you shove into the headphone jack, and they made it smooth?
Did you know those guys made that website the night before they announced the actual keynote?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's
Did
hilarious.
you see the meme for the iPhone 8? It was like this big, really small, and it said, iPhone 8 doesn't even have a screen anymore. Screw you.
Courage.
Courage.
Oh, man.
I don't know. I think it's weird. How many Beats headphones still use the analog wires?
Most of them.
Don't they all?
No,
Does
they're
it
like,
not seem weird for a company that just bought Beats to all of a sudden exclude half of their own products?
yeah, I mean, that's kind of weird.
That
but
is pretty weird.
they're making it
So wait, are they either analog or wireless at this point then?
yeah, I don't think they, I mean, as far as I know, I'm not a Beats guy. I don't know. But I think, yeah, that's about it.
They just stopped selling their own product.
Wow. Was there anything else noteworthy that happened at?
Yeah, they got rid of the gold, expensive AF Apple Watch.
No, I thought I saw it was still there.
No, it's gone. It's replaced with that ceramic one, which apparently is like super strong.
I don't know. I'm not excited for a
Also,
ceramic watch.
$1,200.
Not excited for a ceramic. Isn't ceramic cheaper
Dude,
than
I
steel?
wet my butt with $1,200. What do you
Exactly.
mean? Just
Yeah.
kidding.
Then buy an
Pretty
Apple Watch
much.
from Pokemon Go.
Just kidding. I eat McDonald's.
Please buy
like
having a 3DS.
Buy me a 3DS.
every day. Well, people aren't even understanding what that joke's about yet because that episode's not even up yet.
Oh, okay. Never
Whoops.
mind that joke, guys.
Yeah, I think yeah, that was about it.
What about the new Hermes band that's like
That-
$2,000?
that came out like 2 years ago? I don't know why you're freaking out
The
about
new
that.
one with the double buckle?
Yeah, that was out 2 years ago.
Then why'd they announce it at this Apple event?
Because
I don't
people are
know.
watching. They
$800.
take advantage of that 2-hour advertising
Yeah.
Oh
time.
my gosh.
Okay, so like Apple Watch stuff, that's all right. They didn't change the
Okay.
look. It doesn't bother me.
They did up a lot of the tech in it. And
Yeah,
built-in
GPS.
GPS.
That's cool.
I mean, if
Still
you
not something I need in my watch because I carry. I'm not
Honestly-
a runner. I carry my phone with me everywhere I go.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've been kind of waiting for the next Apple Watch to actually buy it, hoping that there would be some sort of feature that they sell me on. Apple still has not sold me on it, but the Pokemon Go thing
But I don't think
that
it'll work.
actually sold me almost.
Oh, but
I'm pretty sure it might have just sold me.
I think it'll sell me when they do a redesign. It looks slick now, but maybe
Yeah.
a redesign will make
Yeah,
me more
I think
excited.
they can make it a lot thinner. I mean, it's not thick, but I think they can make it just look.
They
a
should
little
remove
better.
the headphone jack. It'll be thinner.
Do you think that they'll come out with an Apple Watch eventually that has its own LTE chip in it or something?
Yes,
Um,
I do actually.
Is that silly, or do you think they're actually going to do that? at some
That might not be silly. I don't know. I mean, they
It
did
was rumored this one was this one was gonna have a Wi-Fi chip. The rumor was.
point? I mean,
Yeah.
cell phone providers. I think they eat that up because that means just more money for them.
I don't know. I would never pay for an Apple Watch just to have its own data plan. That's dumb.
Well, it is kind of strange because how many times are you out and about? You have your watch, but not your phone.
Like
Run-
never.
but like that's the point. They're doing it for runners who don't. But I don't understand that either because to listen to your music. Oh wait, no, you can store music on your watch, can't you? Like I think you can allocate data for your watch.
I'm
but-
sure it has its storage.
But the watch doesn't have a headphone jack, so you need wireless headphones. So everything they're
That's
doing for
true.
runners, they're doing in the name of wireless headphones anyway.
I think they should just make it as with your phone. I think the GPS is cool, but don't like get too far away from it. Like you want them to be using more Apple products.
I think the problem is they're trying to make the watch replace the phone, and I don't think your
Yeah.
watch should replace your phone.
No.
Your watch should make it so you don't have to pull your phone out of your pocket as many times a day. Not so I can leave my phone at home and go to the store.
Exactly. iOS 10 looks great. I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean stickers are cool.
WatchOS 3. I'm really happy that my Apple Watch should be fast. That'd be nice for once. I don't know.
You think it's pretty slow as of right now?
Oh yeah, it's terrible.
I don't feel like I've ever had a problem with it loading anything.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
Anything else cool that happened at the Apple event? Well, I'm sorry if there's people that want us to talk about anything else during this podcast. I guess it was the Apple keynote. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that happened, and when there's Pokemon, another Nintendo app, a brand new Nintendo app, Pokemon. I mean, that's a pretty big deal. I mean, so that's pretty hard for us not to talk about for at least an extended
for sure.
length of time.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I'm surprised they didn't talk about any MacBook stuff, but that's too.
I think that'll be later.
You said
Yeah.
they're doing another event in October this year, though, didn't
Yeah,
you?
well, okay. So before this event, they announced they were going to do. This was going to be the iPhone event. The next one was going to be the Apple Watch event. So
That doesn't make any sense.
well, yeah, I don't know. So there must be another event or
Who knows? Who cares? Overpriced products that we're all going to buy.
yep, pretty much.
All right. Well, I think that wraps up this episode. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. Check everyone out on Twitter. I'll just go ahead and put their Twitter handles up on the screen, and
Right here.
Right here.
We'll see you guys.
Right here.
Cradling it.
We'll see you guys next time.
Right here.
Right here.
Thanks
I'm
for
cradling it.
thanks for watching.